Welcome to the My Fence Life bonus podcast series, Ask Me About My Day, where you can eavesdrop on phone conversations between Dan, industry leaders, and fencers from around the country to find out about their day.
Hey guys, Dan Blanc, My Fence Life podcast. How you doing today? We're here at FenceTech 2024, and man, I've got an all-star panel here. We got two guys here. They're all with D&D Technologies product developers. Did I say that right?
That's correct.
All right. And then this guy over here, he's been on the podcast before. His name is Pete Campanella. He's like Tony Soprano's nephew. I call him the crime boss of the D&D Technologies family. He loves that.
That's right.
But you're in outside sales, right, Pete?
Yeah, so I'm the sales manager for the Northeast.
Nice, nice. Are you going to be in Mystic, Connecticut, by the way?
I absolutely will be.
I'll be there too, bro.
I'll have a booth set up. I'll be putting out the vibe as per usual. So, yeah,
nice.
Good time.
All right, little side thing there, guys. But look, these guys brought all kinds of stuff for us to look at. I spent probably an hour in the booth yesterday going over all these new products that they have. And I tell you what, I was thoroughly impressed on what D&D is doing, not only now for the industry, but how they're forward thinkers and how they're reinventing things and just going to completely change the industry with some of these products. I'm going to get my trusty little notes out here. I think the first thing we need to talk about are these polymer, right?
Yep.
Hinges.
Right.
Polymer. They're taking the place of our standard stainless steel and metal hinges, powder coated hinges, right?
With stainless steel, it's an alternative stainless steel hinges. This is the Series 3, which is succeeding the Series 2 version of a true close, heavy duty multi-adjust.
Keep talking. Good. So these guys, let me tell you, they've got these green dots on them, right?
Right.
Of course, green, D&D Technologies. If you can see that. All you got to do is take a screwdriver, right?
Yeah, all you got to do
Tell us about it.
Yeah, all you got to do is take a flathead screwdriver. You know, you can make your vertical adjustments right here, horizontal, about an inch each side. And you have your self-tensioning right here. So if you need to adjust the speed, you can adjust the tension from here.
So over at the booth, they've got these on a big vinyl gate. And we literally unlocked all four of them because there's two hinges, obviously, on one side. So we unlocked both of them on each hinge.
Right.
The entire gate fell and limped over. We readjusted it, boom, boom, locked it. One person can do it.
Yeah.
Latch was working perfect again. And then if for some reason that doesn't work, if you're using, what's the name of that lock that's on that vinyl gate over there? It's also
the Lock
adjust-
Latch Deluxe.
Yeah, the Lock Latch Deluxe. You also have adjustment there. So it's almost like what y'all have done is taking something that's been a pain point, a headache for a lot of fence guys, and turned it into something as simple as a caveman can do it, right?
Absolutely.
Not to steal someone else's tagline, but I mean, basically it's that easy. I mean, it was very simple.
Yeah. What's great about the product is that, you know, when you get that call with other hinges, what I was saying is that this is a great alternative to that. You know, you're going to resolve that issue of, solving gate set.
Right.
So,
And then a callback if you have one, because I know D&D prides themselves on callbacks, because you being in the sales industry, that's got to be a sell point for you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the whole idea is to alleviate that headache, and that's costing a lot of money, time, and opportunity loss. So eliminating that's a big play. Yeah,
so imagine if you do have a callback, you'd probably cut that time in half with these simple adjustments.
Yeah, with the user, they can just simply take off the covers, and then they can adjust it themselves. So if they have that, that slight adjustment that they need to make, then it can save you guys a lot of time on that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if most of our customers were DIYers? And they're like, oh, yeah, I can adjust that. Don't worry about coming out, Dan. That would be awesome, right? But that opportunity is there, And the other thing I like about this polymer is it's self-lubricating. So you don't have to worry about any of that.
Right.
You don't have to worry about this thing messing up on you, getting hard, rusting, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you just take it right out of the bag, install it on the fence, and you're good. You're pretty much good to go. Yeah,
right.
The brackets are already installed on them, so you don't have to separate them. It's all there.
And something else that y'all came out new with this year is you have a very low profile where the hinge goes on for wood. So now it's what, 3/8 of an inch, I think it
It'll be
was?
about 3/8 of an inch. That will come out later this year, about third quarter. It'll be made for timber versions, but you're going to have that gap variance decrease when there.
So now you've got a wood gate with a polymer hinge that leaves a 3/8 reveal in between the gate and the actual fence. And then on top of that, it's self-closing. How difficult is it for us to find a wood gate application where we need a self-closing hinge and we can't find it because we need it for pool code? Well, here we go.
Yeah.
And then not only that, with the way wood warps, twists, bends, all that crazy stuff, you can just go in and start making adjustments.
Absolutely.
That's a huge thing. What you got, Scott?
Yeah, what I was going to add to it is that even at the show, I had 2 people come up already. They want to know, after they get a wood fence installed, now that it sags, they want to know, can they pull it back? Well, they can, because that horizontal adjustability. You don't usually get that wood gate hinges, but you can do it with this hinge.
Yeah, because a lot of times you get the top part of that gate wants to kind of dip.
Exactly.
So all you got to do is adjust that horizontal and pull it in.
Right.
Boom, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then on top of that, we've got, if you're going to use a stainless steel latch, do you have one of the hatchets with you? Did you bring one of those?
I don't have a latch here.
No, but you got a new white one now, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah, so some people, they prefer to use a stainless look to it. These are, they're everywhere, as you know. And so last year we actually redesigned ours, where you talked about no lubrication. We actually put polymer bearings on them so that you don't get that steel on steel. It's kind of like driving with your emergency brake on your car.
Uh-huh.
And you take that off, it closes a lot smoother, and if you had a heavier gate, it'll close it more capably. But so this year we just added some white color hinges to the black.
Nice, nice. So another thing that I saw, what you got anything else you want to add to this? Because I know you worked a long time on this. You and your team, yeah.
Yeah, well, it closes gates up to under 54 pounds, so that, like I said, it's a great alternative. So it has a greater weight capacity when you need to close that with a trooper. So.
Okay. Now, another new product, and I know you saw that panic bar. I know you did, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, is that thing insane?
Incredible. It's a game changer.
Yeah. So I was kind of baffled when I saw this, right? When you went over, there's a panic bar that's made for outdoors, right?
Yeah.
You go hit it, magnetic, it opens. Then you go to the other side and you got a magnet latch, a pull top. You pull it and it unlocks it. All in one, built for wood fence. Well, can you put it on wood fence?
You can put it on anything where there's proper support for the panic bar.
But for aluminum, that's a big deal.
Oh yeah, aluminum, steel, it's a huge deal.
Yeah. So tell us about that. That was a project that you worked on, right, Scott?
Yes, it is. So, you mentioned the magnet latch. It's a staple of our company. And what we wanted to do, we wanted to be able to bring ADA compatibility to the commercial market. The magnet latch itself is that everyone knows is a residential product. So what we did is we made a panic bar, which is required, building codes. We have occupancy rates over 50. And so we wanted a good magnetic one that was more safe and more reliable than you might otherwise get, because you don't have any, the magnet bolt comes out, it doesn't come out until it actually closes, so there's no mechanical resistance to closing. And then you have intraday movement, because everyone knows that, gates and fences move over time, and it allows for some compensation there. So that was the whole idea, to make a very reliable and safe latching device that we could, that's going to keep children safe.
And you made it, ADA approved?
Yeah. So everything as far as the operating force meets the ADA requirements, including what we call magnet latch access. On the other side, it has a special shaped knob that we've designed so people with arthritis or other sort of disabilities, they don't have to have any sort of tight grasping or twisting to open it.
So not only are you tackling self-closing for pool code and an outdoor panic bar, you're also tackling the ADA aspect of everything.
That's correct.
It's like a win-win-win.
Yeah.
So
we're all about trying to make the safest gate hardware we can.
And it's very reasonably priced from what I don't think y'all have price nailed down on it yet.
No, but
I
it'll
do
be
know,
competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, I do know. I talked to Jim, and he said it's going to be around this price point. And I was like, dude, that's affordable for anybody, you know. Especially, you know, once we put our margin on it, and we turn it over to and put it into a bid and turn it over to the homeowner, it's going to be a very practical thing that we can use and afford. I believe. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great option. I mean, at D&D, we're all about safety gate hardware, and this fits the bill in every way. So, yeah, great product, and keep an eye out.
Yeah. So, man, we got all kinds of stuff up here. What else you got? Let's talk about those badass hinges. We love badass hinges.
Yeah, we
man.
have two badass hinges. I'll start with first. You know, last year we added a bunch of self-closing to the line. Now we're going to. I don't have that, but we're going to make them so that the bolt-ons are going to be powder coated as well. That's something that people want. Makes it easy. All of our powder coat is individually done on the components before we assemble them. So, you know, when you adjust them, you know, you don't see any whites or any unfinished spots below it. So very good coverage on it, and look good for a long time.
And we can get us some powder coated badass hinges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't want that, right?
Yep.
Make it easy install. They're in Blanc, goes right on.
So let me ask you something. When y'all come up with an idea, how long does it take for this, for the idea that the team has come up with to come to fruition like this? What kind of process are we talking? Because, I mean, you're in product development. That means every day you go into work and you're thinking about a damn black Palomar hinge. I mean, how long does that take for everything to come to fruition and have it physically in your hand?
Well, I think the one thing that we do is try to gather customers' feedback, you know, through customer service, whoever it may be, go to trade shows, we value that feedback. We take that in, we incorporate that. What would you say, Scott, is the process?
Well, we
How
go.
long it is?
Yeah, we have what's called a stage gate process. We go to these different gates and we do different activities in the gates. And it depends on the product. Some can take, you know, maybe 8 months. Some might take a few years to do. It just depends how complex it is.
How long have y'all been working on this one?
That's
Oh,
been
years.
years, probably at least 3 years.
Really? 3 years to
Yeah.
get this, huh?
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, this is really going to be a game changer. A simple little screwdriver,
Yeah.
pop out, pop the cover off that covers up these green knobs.
Right.
Boom, make a quick adjustment. I mean,
It's going to be easy. Yeah.
I used to have a thing when I had customers complaining at their wood gates with the striker wouldn't be hitting right. I used to jump out my truck with a hammer, walk over, tap the
That's why I
striker up,
adjusted,
boom,
right? Yeah.
because of the play between the screw
Yeah.
and the hole in the striker, right? Boom, boom, gate closes, jump in my truck and leave. It's almost going to be to where you're going to be able to adjust the gate, not as quick,
Yeah.
but pretty damn quick.
So the thing that's nice about the True Close, it complements, you know, our lock clutch series, especially the deluxe. I mean, aesthetic-wise, you know, the design, you got that adjustability, even in the latch itself, to accommodate whatever the adjustments you need to make. But the True Close will make it the ultimate adjustability, pairing it with that latch.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I really, really like. Man, I was blown away by some of the stuff y'all showed me over there. So we're gonna a little later, Scott. We're gonna go over there and do some videoing on that panic bar.
Yeah, would love to show it to you.
Yeah, we're gonna have some reels out for y'all on that. That is an amazing feat that y'all did. It really is. So this is like y'all's pride and joy. This big monstrous thing sitting here, huh?
Yeah, this thing is the most badass, or the baddest badass of all.
Did you practice
So-
that, Scott?
No,
You was just a little bit.
I'm just bumbling my way through this. But what this is we you know, we make hinges in the shutout range for currently up to about 1,500-pound gates. But we do have applications where people want heavier ones. So this is made for massive gates. And we're talking 2,000-pound gates that are 25 feet long, you know, maybe 10, 13 feet high.
Wow.
So it's made to do that, but on top of it, we want to do a couple other things. One, with shut it, it's very important with adjustability. We have a 1/2 inch of adjustability. So when it's installed, you can get the perfect installation so everything moves nice and smooth. It's seal ball bearings, so no maintenance ever on them. And what's cool about these is they're clamp on. We wanted to make an installation where there's no welding required. So we have different size brackets that go with it for different posts. And so you can just clamp them on, and if you optional, you can put like a tri-lobe bolt in here if you want to give it a little extra support, a little extra assurance. But and then finally, they're tamper resistant. We have tamper resistant nuts on them.
So what I like about this product is even if you're not a welder, you can install this, and you even put holes in the bracket along the post if you want to set screws into it or whatever, to make sure, say it is slipping a little bit. I don't know, but it's just nice to know that you have that option there.
Yeah, you have that option. Actually, if you wanted to, you could put a couple welds on it too. It's totally weldable if you wanted.
And then the other thing was, I'm sure you've torn this thing apart and seen it, huh, Pete?
Oh yeah, quite a few times.
The other thing is the lock washer that you have on there. It's totally dummy proof. You can only put it in one way. It's grooved. Then the washer that goes on top of that is grooved. So whenever you're adjusting that thing and make that adjustment, you literally can make, it's almost like millimeter adjustments. I don't know if it's millimeter, but it's very slight adjustments. And you can literally count the ribs. All right, we're gonna go 3 ribs over. Let's do 3 ribs over on the bottom. And literally just move this gate exactly where you need it to be.
And so you're right. And on top of that, we have little ears on the washer that aligns the grooves, so you don't have to worry about them being off a little bit, so that you get maximum, I guess, bite on the different ridges.
Right, so there's no slipping at all.
No, none at all.
It's like a total new twist on what a lock washer is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't put it on wrong. Because I'm that guy that's like, how does this washer go on here? The lock washers. Am I supposed to have this up, down, right? So, what else we got, man? Pete, tell me, have you started selling any of this out in the field yet, or is this all brand new, never seen?
Yeah, all brand new, never seen. A lot of the products, the powder coating, are to be released soon, and same with the mother of all badass hinges. But it has definitely gained a lot of interest. I can tell you right now, over at our booth, the amount of people I've talked to that have been super excited about seeing these on the brink of release is crazy. It's a great thing. I hear stories of applications where they could have used these in the past, and they're going to be using them in the future. So it's created a lot of excitement, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Well, Pete, the True Closes are available right now.
Yes, yeah. True Close is launching now.
Yeah.
And the other items, the badass hinges and the powder coated versions, will be in the near future.
So do y'all have all this stuff in your new catalog?
Not at the. We don't have the catalog.
Not the printed one, the digital one.
Digital.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I send people to myfencelife.com all the time to fill out the swag deal, and we always send a D&D catalog into a swag kit. So I just was curious if when we start sending those out in the near future, if those items were going to be in those printed catalogs in there.
It'll be on the digital version.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we're working on a printed one. I'd have to ask marketing when the.
No, that's fine. I'll get with
out.
Jeff over in your marketing department, and I'll get us a QR code.
Yeah.
So we can get that out, and guys can get that new catalog right away, because that's important, man. The biggest thing is when you're trying to bid a job, and you don't have a catalog to even see what's available to solve the problem you have, and we do that a lot in our office. Hey, we need to do this and do that. And the samples y'all send us, we'll pull the sample out. We're looking at the hinges going, you know what, this is the hinge we need to use. That's going to work. Let's look it up in the catalog. Let's see what its weight is. Let's see, can we weld on this? But you know what I mean? And that catalog, that I know everything's digital now, but man, that handheld catalog is a big deal. Dog ear, that deal. Make a little note for the next job so you know what you used it on, So what else y'all got going on, guys? I mean, what are you thinking about FenceTech? What are you thinking about the traffic, the attendance? What's going on in your booth, the hype?
I think there's a lot of hype. It's got a lot of people coming in the booths asking us about all our new products. It's probably the biggest FenceTech I've ever been to. Actually, this is my second one. But getting a lot of good feedback from people, and they're just kind of showing them, a lot of different products.
Was your first show in Kansas City? I mean, Kansas City.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
Actually, my first one was in New Orleans.
Oh.
Food was
That's my hometown. Unfortunately, it wasn't the greatest. And it wasn't FenceTech's fault. It was our damn town's fault. So we were going through COVID, and our mayor was like putting all kinds of restrictions. So I think that show could have been better though. But what about you, Scott? How many shows you been to, buddy?
It's like my fifth or sixth.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
what are you thinking about the show so far?
Well, I like that we're really, really busy. Love engaging with the customers. Hearing the good, the bad, and it's a lot of fun. I like being out, hearing from people who actually install the product, and that's how we learn a lot.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So y'all are learning a lot. You're able to take that back to the office and say, I was talking to Jim and he said this, or there was a guy that mentioned this. We need to look at that.
Yeah, and what I like too is we actually meet people face to face. We keep their contact information, and then we can contact them and talk to them, ongoing from there. And it's just great because we really value installers' input because that's who we're making the product for to a large extent.
Yeah. So Pete, you're the sales guy.
Okay.
How can we get a hold of D&D? How can I get an account set up with D&D? What does it take? What do I got to do? Are there requirements? What's the deal?
Yeah, there are requirements. We work off a volume discount structure, so we want to make sure that it makes sense for both, the new customer and for D&D that they're able to have access to the best products on the market and at the right price. And then also, too, we want to make sure that we protect our customers so that they can maintain the high level of business that they currently offer. But as far as if there's any interest reaching out to the corporate office, they can always steer you to the appropriate rep across the country. So whether that's in the Northeast with me, or if it's in Florida with Steve, whoever the rep might be, they'll get you in touch. And so we always love those conversations.
I should probably know this. Isn't it ddtechnologies.com? Is that the website?
us.ddtech.com.
That's it. Yeah. Sorry. I should probably know that. Rob, the producer's back there manning this, shaking his head, laughing at me right now, guys. So, the badass hinges, man, we use them at Fence King all the time. And I like that hinge that you have right there. We're going to definitely utilize that powder-coated hinge.
Okay.
That is going to be a big thing for us because it takes that industrial look from it, and it gives us a finished product. Even in an industrial environment, it just looks better. I love that they're doing that. I love it. And I also like that y'all are doing the what do you call it? The white stainless steel?
Yeah.
The wood hardware also, and the vinyl hardware. It's vinyl hardware, right?
It's made for vinyl gates.
Yeah. I'm loving that stuff. I'm looking at my notes here that I sent to everybody. Man, I think we covered everything, huh?
I think so.
No other new products?
I think those were all the new.
That's him.
Yeah. Shoot, man, that was quick. I thought we were going to be doing this a little longer. Look, Scott, Jason, I really appreciate y'all coming on, telling us about these new products. Guys, you need to go to their website. You need to check these guys out. You need to look at their products. I'm selling these products now through Fence King, and every time I get a new fence guy in my area that gets one of these products, they always call me back with, man, I wish you would have told me about this sooner. So I'm hoping we're gonna paint Louisiana green, D&D green. So anyway, do y'all have anything else you want to add, Pete? Anything?
I want to say I've been having a blast here at FenceTech, and the level of traffic has been insane, and I love it. And it's great seeing all the attendees and getting everyone together all in one place. So yeah.
Good deal. Well, look, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Remember, in the description is a link to go to D&D Technologies where you can find your rep for your location so you can start ordering the world's greatest, biggest, best freaking gate hardware in the entire, I'm just going to say universe. Forget the world. But anyway, guys, y'all make that leap, click that link, and y'all keep on fencing.
You've been listening to My Fence Life. Yes, we like to have fun. Beer, bourbon, and business. And although we have fun, we take our business very seriously. Dan Blanc is known as the Fence King, and he's been providing high-quality fence solutions since 1999. He's connected to industry leaders, business leaders, financing experts, and marketing gurus that will be on the show to talk about their success stories. To find out more about us, hit the website at myfencelife.com. Listen to the show wherever you consume your content. We are everywhere. Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcast. See you next time on My Fence Life.